I mean, I understand some of your approach. I mean, sometimes we take a hard bite. It helps us as politicians.
Nowadays, when I listen to you, I even panic.
Why?
Maybe, hey,
Why do you panic?
the way you, Papa, you know Papa.
Figuratively, he bites as hard as he can. Okay.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup runneth over, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. It's Friday, the 2nd of May. Welcome to Johnny's Bite. Yesterday was Workers' Day. The workers congregated. They expressed their issues. And I hope that the authorities will take note of the issues that the workers raised. They raised some very salient points. Some I agree with, some I don't agree with. And I'm sure they would know why I don't agree with it, because when we needed the organized labor to stand up for all of us to fight Galamsey, organized labor became disorganized labor, and they chickened away from fighting Galamsey. But now organized labor seems very worried about Galamsey. And for all of us, we keep asking ourselves, yesterday while they were talking about their money and resetting the pay and everything else on May Day, we were also thinking if they will have a reset agenda towards Galamsey. Because I reiterate, in the last time when we were looking forward for organized labor to come together to unite in their efforts to make sure that we were all safe and secure from the alarm of Galamsey, organized labor were not united. And at some point, organized labor literally chickened out. Organized labor took their bait and were told that they should wait so that after the elections, or the president said, give me some time. He said, give me another time, and all. And organized labor tolerated all of that. So I'm really wondering why organized labor is so, up about Galamsey. But it's good. It's good that they have changed their minds. I hope they have changed their minds for good, because it's only a fool that doesn't change his mind. But happy Workers' Day to all workers across the country and beyond. Just a bit of public service announcements that there's very, very huge traffic, a very thick one at the Kwame Nkrumah Circle roundabout. I don't know what's causing it though, but it looks like a very, very difficult gridlock, and Police MTTD and the Ministry of Roads, we need to get there and then see how best they can fix the issues for us. Now, the Makala market has come up on my mind this morning, and somebody sent me this video of the Makala market area. People are literally on the streets, and I remember when we went on the 3FM bus rides, we saw this. We saw many of this around UTC and many other places. This is supposed to be a 2-lane, 3-lane, but then you find that it's been converted to a 1-lane by the traders themselves, and the authorities go there to go and collect monies from them. When you talk to the market women, that's what they tell you. So it takes a very snail-paced driving to be able to get through to the top. The yellow building you see there belongs to the Ghana National Fire Service, and on and on and on. So just imagine, touch wood and perish the thought. Just imagine that you have fire on the mountain there. How would we be able to deal with the situation? It's a very, very thorny matter. And this jurisdiction, I know, falls under the AMA. And I know that there's an individual who has been nominated for the AMA. Michael Aluti, yeah, that's the name. He's been nominated for the AMA, chief executiveship. Yesterday or so, I'm told they had the elections. Ziad, he's been elected the presiding member. Yeah, that's Ziad, and he had Prajo putting the gun on him. Smooth process, wearing what looked like a uniform or what looked like their own idea of what is a uniform, etc. But it is not about the uniformity of what they wear. It is about the work that the assembly has to do. And this is one of the assignments that the assembly has to do. And if the assembly members within the various electoral areas, together with their unit committee members, will unite, I'm sure that they can find a bold solution. Former Mayor of Accra, Alfredo Kuvandapoy Okochenche, he had a red line policy. Take me to Kaneshi Market. I spoke about the Kaneshi Footbridge. And what's happening at Makala and many other places in Nkrumah Circle included. Well, Nkrumah Circle is not within the jurisdiction of the AMA. But the Makala area, a portion of it, or a large portion of it, will be within the jurisdiction of the AMA. The Kaneshi area too will be within the jurisdiction of the AMA. Now take me to the Kaneshi Footbridge. This is supposed to be a footbridge, but now it's being converted to a market center and will be tied to you if you walk along there, or even at Makala and you push somebody's wares and it falls down. You will be in deep trouble. You will be in deep trouble. Will be tied to you. You will be in deep trouble. So the conversation is that, why do we have city authorities? Why do we have people? And you talk to the market women also at Kaneshi Footbridge, and they tell you that, look, these authorities, they come to us to come and collect monies from us. They give us tickets and we pay. So if they know that we are doing something that is illegal, why are they then coming to us to take monies from us to pay? You understand? Put the video up, please. Why are they coming to us to take monies from us to pay? And that's their bane. So now they have used the footbridge as a market center. They leave their wares on the bridge. That's what the people in the residences around say. They say they leave their wares on the bridge. And then they cover them with polythene bags and tarpaulins, and they leave it there, right there, on the bridge, affecting the structural integrity of the bridge and the public safety issues that are connected to this activity that you see on your screen. The Makola market is a big concern, it's a big worry. And the authorities know about this. The authorities, they know about this. I may have to single out Nia Mugi at the sub-metro, doing a fantastic job, chasing people here, left, right, center. But can he work alone? Can he do the work alone? No. There are instances where people within who do not have the right authorization go and take monies and just situate a container where they want to situate it, waiting for somebody else to see it and then go and say, this shouldn't have been here, let's take it off. How did we allow for a footbridge to become such a nuisance to society? How did we allow it? People are putting banners on it. There's a threshold by which the truck loaders, the axle load, there's a threshold. We don't regulate it. They overload the trucks. They drive under this bridge. They hit it. I say, look, this thing that we are seeing here, don't call me a prophet of doom when whatever it is hits the fan. Don't call me a prophet of doom, because this, what we're seeing here now, is dangerous. What you saw at Makola, if touchwood, a vehicle fails its brake, we will be in trouble. We will not hear good news. We shall not be hearing good news at all. And you ask yourself why? Look, there's another situation. Look at the bridge. Just look at the bridge. It's rusting, and we know what, when metal rusts or it corrodes, we know what that means. We know what that means. You have engineers in all these places. Are they talking and the bigger authorities are not listening to them, or are they not talking at all? It's a big concern. I grew up in Kaneshi. I used this footbridge so many times, to and from school, to and from church, to and from the market, to many other places. I know this place very well. There are two bridges. And then there's another one down there where the poultry space of the market is. And the whole market is dirty. When you talk, the authorities say, oh, it is not under us, it is under certain, and the whole place is smelling, and oh God. Look, take me again to the fire service. Ghana National Fire Service, just by the headquarters of the National Fire Service, right? The fire service, in its attempt to beautify its frontage, and unfortunately as well, there's a UN building next to it. You find a black vehicle. The fire service, in its attempt to beautify its frontage, literally now makes people walk on the pavement, or on the streets. Not on the sidewalk, not on the pavement, no. On the streets. And somebody who flew in, a Ghanaian who flew in, he's not frustrated. Listen to him.
Walk. It's supposed to be the sidewalk. And this is the street right here. Okay, so when you get here and you're trying to run through here, they stop you and then they force you to go through here because they had a barricade right at the front. So they literally block the whole place, for people's safety, and they force you to run in the goddamn street.
So it's somebody's idea at the National Fire Service. I don't know whose idea it was, to beautify the frontage. And then I'm sure our friends also at the UN, which is next door, the blue and white building, they also got inspired by what the fire service was doing, and they beautified it. Pause the video. Let's see the barricade that they put there. No, play the video. I can show you my face. My face, what has my face got to do with the street? Show what we have done there. That we have put all these bolsters there. We are preventing people from using the pavement, which is their right. And the fire service's first job is safety. Their first job, their PROs will tell you on radio that we always talk about security. They use that as a basis to say we lack certain things. So give us, because your safety as a citizen is important. And I'm sending this distress cross to the Minister for Interior. Honorable Buntaka, good morning to you. Assalam. Look at what has been done there. So it's been locked. So you may walk, but if you're a decent citizen, you won't want to jump over this or cross it. But even when you get there and you want to walk around there, the guards at the UN office will prevent you from walking. So both institutions, reputable institutions, one of national character, one of international character. Play the video. I just showed you the barricade. That's it. That's it right there. One of national character, one of international character. And look at it. It blocked the pavement that the citizens' money paid for and funded, so that the citizens can have their safety, so that nobody will arrest them for walking on the streets and endangering their own lives. Look at where the trotros stop to pick people. There's that concrete pillar with the chain. Can you imagine? Can you just imagine? Can you think about a society that doesn't really care about its people? Can you imagine? Look, there are some holes near the look at the police personnel walking on, because they've got the memo. Somebody is waiting for the trotro by the roadside. People are walking on the streets because the pavement has been taken over by a state institution and an international institution. Both institutions are supposed to know better, but they have done this. How? Look, take me. There's some holes around the 37 area. Somebody sent it to me, a distress message that I got. And it's typical of what's happening across the country. All the slabs or concrete slabs or metal slabs, they're gone. And you see them. They look like fire hydrants to me. They are all gone. They are all gone, just gone. And this is in the heart of the city. Sometimes you drive on the roads and then you find that there are underground drains, and then the metals on the drains are all gone. And you start asking yourself, why? You ask yourself, why? Why? Why can we not just do some things right? Why can we not just do it? Why? And this situation, I'm not sure I'm the only one. People have fallen into it. They had to be pulled out. Vehicles have gotten into it. Not this particular 37 stretch, but I mean, I'm talking in a broader sense. In our Oman, Ghana. And you ask yourself, why? Look, Ejura Farms is there. The big metallic stuff, the Ejura Farms. Does it belong to government of Ghana, or does government of Ghana have vested interest in Ejura Farms? We'll talk about this Ejura Farms later, but I'm just setting the tone for it. Does government of Ghana have an interest in the Ejura Farms? Government of Ghana through the Ministry of Breed, do they have an interest? What used to be Pioneer Farms, now Ejura Farms. Does government of Ghana have an interest? If they do, how much did they invest? How much of our monies did they invest, or how much did they borrow on our behalf to invest? And what was the total number of acres of land that were procured? And how many acres of the land are left now? Does the government of Ghana still have vested interest in those Ejura lands? And if they do, who is leading the charge? It's a farm, and we eat to live. And at the bottom of that Maslow's hierarchy of needs, I will never forget that lesson, is food before clothing and shelter. Is this a property of the Republic of Ghana? Yes or no? How much did we push into this? We want to know. Do we still have an interest? We want to know. If we are no longer interested, are we selling it off? We want to know. And at the time that we started this farm, how many acres of land did we acquire? We want to know. As we speak now, has there been encroachment? We want to know. How much of the land has been taken? We want to know. And I'll share the details and the documents with you. But this is just to tease you. Assuming you heard too much. You want to hear everything, but you cannot hear everything. A final issue this morning. I have been vindicated. The President of the Republic spoke about Gihawk yesterday. Gihawk also belongs to the state. He spoke about Gihawk yesterday. And I've said to the new management at Gihawk that it will take collaboration, it will take hard work, it will take diligent work, and it will also take a lot of eye-opening activities. I have stood here and showed you bank statements and letters from SNIT and others from GRA concerning Gihawk. I've shown you their spreadsheet, how many people they have employed over the period, how production has dropped over the period. The more they employ, the more it drops. I've even gone on to talk about victimization here. Nobody did anything about it. From then our Minister for Trade and Industry to his deputy, he went there once, held a meeting, promised the people. That was the end. I had one of the board members meet me in Parliament one day and literally said that Nyawu can enukreo, but Six, you remember that day? A member of Parliament at the time was a board member. He spoke with me. And that was because there was a Busia long sleeves in the mix. We all know that the president's daughter was husband to Kofi Jume's son. Matter close. So no matter what you say, whether it is backed by evidence and facts, which was the case actually, where Gihawk had procured, bottles and left them to the vagaries of the weather at our own menu. He left it. I have stood here and spoken about injustice at Gihawk. The National Labour Commission will bear me witness because the matter came to them. The IOCO will bear me witness because somebody at IOCO investigated the matters that I raised here. Today, the young lady doesn't work with Gihawk anymore because somebody told him for some reason that, it was the old administration that treated you unfairly, so we cannot pay you compensation. So they paid a certain amount of money, and that was it. A nursing mother, single nursing mother, who now suffers a condition, but I can't tell you what condition it is because it is our private conversation. But I can tell you that she's a single nursing mother and she was treated unfairly. She was literally sacked, prevented from coming to work. She was not paid. What was the crime? She was fighting to get those who were stealing. I stood there, spoken about Gihawk and how profitable Gihawk can be. Hey, wedding, you need Gihawk. Engagement, you need Gihawk. Outdooring, you need Gihawk. All of them, you need Gihawk. Funerals, you need Gihawk. What won't you need Gihawk for? You will need them. Who produces the Castle Bridge, forgive me, FDA, that you use for all those things? You need Gihawk. So why do we sell those things? Play the president with this. So he asks the simple question. Why do we sell those things that are needed every single day and we lose? Listen to him.
How can you sell alcohol and be in debt? When Ghanaians are happy, we drink alcohol. When we are sad, we drink. When we are not happy, we are not sad, we drink. So how can you sell alcohol and lose? And so we're charging the management of state-owned enterprises and the workers. Let us work together to make sure that we make these institutions viable.
So basically the president is charging them. His predecessor did the same thing, but it was all talk, no action. That was all that we did in the past. Some of the people who are complicit in some of the thievery that happened at Gihawk still have their jobs at Gihawk, and I don't know why the new management is keeping them there. Oh yes, the Kaneshi police station can bear me witness of over 500,000 cedis of our money at Gihawk that was stolen. They know the individual still works at Gihawk. Kaneshi police knows about it. How did the matter get to Kaneshi police station? And how are the monies being repaid? I will play back all those Gihawk things. Do you want me to talk about the affairs at Gihawk? Do you want me to talk about the travels at Gihawk? By who? Do you want me to talk about the relationships at Gihawk? Do you want me to talk about the transfers of people to places and putting square plugs in round holes? Do you want me to start talking about those things at Gihawk? I said Gihawk, there was a calculated plan to run down Gihawk so it can be sold off. I showed you every document here. Documents from GRA, document from SNIT. SNIT took Gihawk to court. GRA wrote to another state bank to say we have garnished the account. And for a long time, the accounts were garnished. And so the salespersons were paying monies onto mobile money accounts. Salaries were delayed. Production dropped. It dwindled. A company that could produce 3,000 cartons were now producing very, very low. And Charlie, look, our state-owned enterprises, and I think that this new government, final thing, this new government, and I've sounded this before, I've said this before, if you do your things like your predecessors did, you will face the worst defeats than what they faced. If you put people at a place and they are not delivering, now it's just Gihawk, our state-owned enterprises and all that, they put people at STC, SIC, put people anywhere, and the Tema Oil Refinery, and they are not delivering, sack them. In the private sector, if you are not meeting the KPI and the job description, and in the media you see the tracker is not picking you, you are sacked. But we will leave them. They enjoy the holidays that come with it. They enjoy the V8s. They enjoy the housemates. They enjoy the garden boys. They enjoy the cooks. They enjoy the security. They enjoy the fuel allowance. They enjoy everything that comes with it. And when they finish, they underperform. And we still give them, some of them, money more for ex-gratia. Are we normal? Ask yourself, are we normal? Have a good morning. See you on Monday. Please call me 055-924-2717.